April 2025 is set to be a transformative month, with planetary movements creating a complex web of energies that will influence every aspect of life. It's essential to note that these insights are grounded in Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. From planetary conjunctions to dynamic retrogrades, the cosmos presents a tapestry of opportunities and challenges. This month's sky is marked by intense planetary alignments, major eclipses, and the shifts of powerful outer planets, making it a critical time for self-awareness, adaptability, and introspection. Whether it's your career, relationships, health, or finances, the energies of April 2025 will demand mindfulness and strategic action. The month begins with the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu forming a stellium in Pisces, amplifying themes of intuition, creativity, and spiritual awakening. While this alignment offers heightened sensitivity and imaginative potential, it can also lead to confusion, emotional volatility, and unexpected setbacks. The ongoing retrogrades of Mercury and Venus further complicate matters, urging us to slow down and reassess our priorities. With these planets turning direct by mid-month, clarity will begin to emerge, but not without a fair share of trials. Adding to the drama is the continued influence of the eclipses in March, particularly the total lunar eclipse in Leo, which reverberates into April. Eclipses often act as catalysts, bringing hidden truths to light and prompting significant endings and new beginnings. As we move forward, the solar eclipse in Pisces at the end of March leaves a lingering impact, emphasizing emotional healing and the resolution of long-standing issues. Saturn's shift into Pisces on March 29 introduces a fresh wave of karmic lessons, steering us toward themes of compassion, responsibility, and restructuring. In terms of planetary transits, Mars moves from Gemini to Cancer on April 3rd, initiating a shift in energy from intellectual pursuits to emotional grounding. This transition may create heightened sensitivity, making it important to manage emotional responses effectively. The Sun enters Aries on April 14th, marking its exaltation and bringing a surge of vitality, confidence, and ambition. This transit signals a turning point, offering the opportunity to take decisive action and forge ahead with renewed determination. Jupiter remains a stabilizing force in Taurus, bestowing wisdom, abundance, and opportunities for growth, particularly in areas related to finance and relationships. Its aspects on Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio continue to shape themes of practicality, discipline, and transformation. However, its influence on the Pisces stellium calls for balanced decision-making, as excess optimism or overconfidence can lead to missteps. Relationships will be a central focus this month, with Venus's retrograde and the ongoing influence of Rahu in Pisces stirring emotions and revealing hidden dynamics. Romantic and familial connections may experience strain, particularly during the first half of the month when misunderstandings and unresolved issues come to the surface. However, as Venus and Mercury turn direct, there will be opportunities for reconciliation and growth. For those in committed relationships, maintaining open communication and patience will be key to navigating challenges. Spiritually, this month holds immense potential for growth and introspection. The Piscean energy encourages deeper connection with one's inner self, making it an ideal time for meditation, journaling, and exploring spiritual practices. The karmic lessons brought by Saturn in Pisces and the lingering effects of the eclipses may feel heavy, but they serve as a reminder to release old patterns and embrace transformation. Overall, April 2025 is a month of significant transition, marked by both challenges and opportunities. The key to navigating this period lies in cultivating patience, adaptability, and mindfulness. Whether it's reevaluating goals, strengthening relationships, or embracing personal growth, the energies offer a unique chance to realign with your higher purpose. While the road ahead may not be easy, the rewards of resilience and intentional action will pave the way for a brighter future. To accurately assess the impact of these transits, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Additionally, consider the position of your current Maha-Dasha lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current Dasha period. These specific outcomes will depend on individual Dasha periods and how these transits interact with your natal planetary placements. If you are currently in Jupiter's Maha-Dasha period, its transit influence will be particularly prominent. Remember, the effects of these transits vary for each person. Let's explore how they may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses they transit. For Aries, the month of April 2025 promises a blend of challenges and opportunities. With planetary configurations heavily influencing your 12th house at the start of the month, this period may initially feel demanding. However, as the sun transitions into your own sign mid-month, it brings rejuvenation and strength. As the month begins, a stellium of 5 planets, Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Mercury, and Venus, occupies your 12th house. This alignment suggests a significant focus on foreign travel, expenditures, and introspection. While this planetary concentration creates opportunities for spiritual growth and overseas connections, it also demands caution in managing finances. Expenses may rise unexpectedly, leaving you feeling stretched. It is essential to prioritize essential spending and avoid impulsive purchases. Investments in speculative ventures like the stock market are best avoided during this phase, as the chances of financial losses are high. The 12th house stellium also influences your physical and mental well-being. You might experience health issues such as skin allergies, rashes, or other dermatological concerns. Stress from financial worries and professional pressures could further impact your vitality. To counterbalance these effects, focus on self-care practices such as yoga, meditation, and a balanced diet. As the sun moves into Aries on April 14th, your health is likely to improve. This transit strengthens your immunity and provides a much-needed boost of energy. Career-wise, April presents a mixed bag for Aries individuals. Saturn, the ruler of your 10th house, remains in the 12th house throughout the month, suggesting challenges in the professional sphere. The initial half of the month may involve significant workload and multitasking. You may feel overwhelmed by responsibilities, but perseverance and time management will help you navigate these challenges effectively. For business owners, the retrograde state of Venus in the 12th house indicates fluctuations. Partnerships and foreign collaborations may see delays or misunderstandings. However, as Venus turns direct on April 13th, these issues are likely to resolve, opening doors for growth and expansion, particularly in international markets. The second half of the month brings a favorable shift. The sun's entry into Aries, its exaltation sign, enhances your confidence, leadership abilities, and efficiency. This period is ideal for taking bold initiatives and showcasing your skills. Career advancements and recognition are likely, provided you maintain a balanced approach and avoid conflicts with colleagues or superiors. Business ventures, especially those involving exports or products catering to niche markets, may flourish during this time. Financially, April demands prudence and foresight. The presence of multiple planets in your 12th house emphasizes the need for disciplined money management. Unexpected expenses related to health or travel could strain your budget. While Jupiter's placement in the second house provides some stability, it is advisable to focus on savings and avoid taking on new debts. Family expenses, particularly those related to a loved one's health or education, may arise. Mars, transiting into your 4th house on April 3rd, aspects your 11th house, creating opportunities for increased income. Wise investments and strategic decisions during this period could yield financial benefits. Health remains a significant area of concern in April 2025. The combination of Mars in the 4th house and the 12th house stellium indicates potential issues such as back pain, leg injuries, or eye strain. Ketu's presence in the 6th house further emphasizes the need for vigilance. Regular exercise, mindfulness practices, and periodic health checkups can help you maintain physical and emotional well-being. The latter half of the month brings relief as the sun's exaltation fortifies your overall health and reduces susceptibility to chronic ailments. In matters of love and relationships, Aries natives may experience a roller coaster ride. The initial half of the month, with the sun and Venus in the 12th house, highlights emotional vulnerability and misunderstandings. Couples may face conflicts due to differing expectations or external pressures. It is important to practice patience and open communication during this period. Avoid letting ego or mistrust dominate your interactions, as this could escalate minor disagreements into major rifts. For singles, Venus' retrograde state in the 12th house suggests delays or complications in forming new romantic connections. However, as Venus turns direct on April 13th, the chances of meeting someone special improve. Existing relationships are likely to stabilize, and mutual understanding will strengthen bonds. Married individuals should remain cautious about external influences that could strain their partnership. Addressing issues with empathy and a non-judgmental attitude will go a long way in fostering harmony. Family dynamics may also be affected by Mars transit into the 4th house. This placement can create tension at home, particularly with parents or siblings. Health concerns related to your mother might arise, requiring your attention and care. Balancing professional commitments with family responsibilities will be essential to maintaining peace and stability at home. Jupiter's influence in the 2nd house offers a silver lining, encouraging constructive dialogues and fostering a sense of unity among family members. Students and individuals preparing for competitive exams may find April to be a productive month. Despite the distractions caused by the 12th house stellium, Jupiter's aspect on the 6th house enhances focus and determination. Academic achievements are possible, provided you channel your energy effectively and avoid procrastination. The latter half of the month, with the Sun's exaltation, further supports intellectual pursuits and success in examinations. The spiritual dimension of your life gains prominence this month. The heavy planetary presence in the 12th house inspires introspection, meditation, and exploration of deeper truths. Engaging in spiritual practices can bring inner peace and clarity. This period is also favorable for seeking guidance from mentors or participating in charitable activities. To make the most of April 2025, Aries natives should prioritize self-discipline, adaptability, and clear communication. While challenges are inevitable, the transformative energies of this month provide ample opportunities for growth and success. By maintaining a positive outlook and taking proactive measures, you can navigate this period with resilience and emerge stronger on all fronts. For Taurus, April 2025 is poised to be a transformative and dynamic month, with significant planetary influences shaping various aspects of life. The rare 5-planet conjunction, formed by the Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Venus, and Rahu in your 11th house, highlights an exceptional period for financial growth and opportunities. This planetary alignment will catalyze your income streams, enabling you to earn from multiple sources. From unexpected gains to profits from investments, this is a month where financial stability and growth take focus. However, prudence is advised in managing sudden expenditures, especially after April 14th, when the Sun transitions into your 12th house. Financially, this month stands out as one of the most prosperous periods of the year. The influence of 5 planets in the 11th house ensures lucrative opportunities, whether through property sales, share market investments, or rental income. If you've been waiting to capitalize on certain assets or investments, now is the time. Your efforts in diversifying income sources are likely to yield substantial rewards. While April offers immense financial promise, it also calls for disciplined budgeting. Implementing a structured financial plan, perhaps by maintaining detailed records of expenses, will help you navigate sudden outflows, particularly linked to travel or unexpected obligations. From a career perspective, April promises recognition and progress. Saturn, the lord of your 10th house of career and 9th house of fortune, occupies the 11th house, fostering a strong work ethic and resilience. Despite increased work pressure, your determination and capability will shine, earning admiration from colleagues and senior officers. While Mercury's presence in the 11th house can occasionally create misunderstandings with superiors, Jupiter's influence in your sign ensures that you make sound decisions to mitigate conflicts. For those in business, Mars' transit to your 3rd house on April 3rd enhances your courage and entrepreneurial spirit. However, calculated risks are essential to maximize gains while minimizing potential setbacks. Students and learners may face significant challenges this month. The planetary configuration suggests a period of rigorous effort and discipline to overcome obstacles. Seeking guidance from mentors or advisors will be important in navigating academic hurdles. While this may not be the easiest time, perseverance will pave the way for long-term success. As Jupiter remains in your sign, you'll find support in making strategic decisions that align with your educational and professional goals. Health-wise, April is largely favorable, though minor issues may arise. Digestive discomfort, headaches, or cholesterol-related concerns may surface, especially if you're prone to stress or overindulgence. The key to maintaining wellness lies in moderation and mindfulness. Regular health checkups, a balanced diet, and incorporating relaxation techniques such as meditation or yoga will help keep you grounded. Emotional well-being is equally important. Channeling anger and frustration constructively will prevent unnecessary strain on your mental health. Despite minor challenges, the planetary positions protect you from major ailments, provided you remain attentive to your body's signals. Family and domestic life are likely to experience fluctuations. The initial phase of the month may bring discord, particularly due to Mars' influence on the 2nd house, which could trigger arguments or misunderstandings among family members. However, as Mars transitions to the 3rd house, the atmosphere begins to improve, though challenges may still linger. Siblings, in particular, might face difficulties, both physically and emotionally. Maintaining open communication and offering support will be essential in strengthening familial bonds. The latter half of April sees an improvement in overall harmony, especially as the Sun's exaltation in your 12th house after April 14th brings a sense of clarity and resolution. Relationships, both romantic and marital, are a mixed bag this month. For those in love, the presence of Ketu in the 5th house indicates moments of tension and misunderstanding. Venus and Mercury's aspects to this house bring moments of affection and connection, but Saturn and Sun's influence may cause disruptions. Patience and honest communication will be your greatest allies in navigating these ups and downs. For married couples, Mars transit brings potential ego clashes and health concerns for your spouse. Despite these challenges, Jupiter's aspect to the 7th house ensures stability and support, helping to preserve the core of your partnership. Avoid unnecessary conflicts and focus on mutual understanding to strengthen your bond. The latter half of the month is more conducive to personal and family harmony. With the Sun moving to your 12th house and Mars energizing the 3rd house, you'll find opportunities to resolve disputes and foster unity. This is also a favorable time for spiritual growth and introspection. Consider dedicating time to practices that nurture your inner peace, as they will help you navigate the external challenges with greater ease. The planetary influences this month also favor travel and exploration. Whether for work or leisure, journeys undertaken in April have the potential to be highly rewarding. However, be mindful of associated expenses, especially in the second half of the month. Foreign travel, in particular, could lead to significant spending, but the experiences gained may outweigh the costs. Proper planning and budgeting will help you make the most of these opportunities without compromising financial stability. Overall, April 2025 is a month of immense potential and growth for Taurus natives. The 5-planet conjunction in your 11th house highlights unprecedented financial opportunities, but it also calls for prudence and careful management of resources. Career and business prospects are promising, with recognition and success on the horizon for those willing to embrace challenges. While health and relationships may require attention, the underlying strength of planetary influences ensures that you can overcome difficulties with resilience and determination. By maintaining balance and focusing on long-term goals, you'll be able to harness the transformative energies of this month to your advantage. For Gemini, April 2025 presents a mixed bag of experiences. The month begins with Mars transiting through your sign, amplifying your energy and assertiveness. However, this fiery influence might also make you prone to anger and impatience, creating friction in personal and professional relationships. It is important to channel this energy constructively, perhaps through physical activities or creative outlets, to prevent it from causing harm to your interactions. On April 3rd, Mars moves into Cancer, its debilitation sign, which is your 2nd house. This shift may bring challenges related to your communication style and speech, as both bitterness and irritability could manifest. Your words may carry an unintended sharpness, so exercising caution in your conversations is vital, especially within family settings, as tensions may escalate during this period. The influence of 6 planetary bodies on your 4th and 10th houses highlights the ongoing interplay between your domestic life and career. The presence of Sun, Saturn, Venus, Mercury, and Rahu in Pisces impacts your 10th house, leading to significant work-related pressure and challenges. Tasks may pile up, and you may find yourself juggling multiple responsibilities, some of which could feel outside your domain. This is not the time to confront authority figures or assert dominance in the workplace, as doing so might backfire and lead to adverse consequences. Instead, focus on navigating workplace dynamics with diplomacy and patience. While professional stress is likely, perseverance could yield rewards, especially for those involved in foreign business ventures, as Jupiter's placement in the 12th house supports overseas opportunities. Financially, April brings a mix of expenditures and income. With Mars moving to the 2nd house, caution is advised when managing money. Impulsive financial decisions could lead to instability. However, the latter half of the month offers respite as the Sun transitions into Aries on April 14th, activating your 11th house of gains. This shift may bring opportunities for financial improvement, possibly through government sectors or new investments. Nonetheless, expenses related to family, healthcare, or religious activities may continue to put pressure on your budget. Investing in savings schemes and careful planning can help maintain financial stability during this time. Your health requires special attention throughout April. Mars, ruling the 6th house of health, begins the month in your sign, potentially triggering issues like skin irritations, allergies, or blood-related concerns. As Mars moves into Cancer, its debilitated position may further exacerbate problems, including oral health issues or digestive discomfort. The cluster of planets in Pisces, including Mercury, your ruling planet, signals sensitivity to stress and potential skin ailments. It's advisable to address even minor health concerns promptly, and consider undergoing a comprehensive health checkup to ensure peace of mind. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, incorporating a balanced diet, and prioritizing self-care will significantly benefit your overall well-being. In matters of love, the month starts on a shaky note. Venus, exalted in Pisces but retrograde at the beginning of April, could create misunderstandings in romantic relationships. Communication gaps might lead to tension during the first 10 days of the month. However, Venus turning direct on April 13th will gradually restore harmony, paving the way for romantic gestures, mutual understanding, and deeper connections. This period is ideal for rekindling love and resolving past conflicts. Married Geminis may experience arguments with their partners in the early part of the month, but these disputes are likely to subside as Mars moves to the second house, easing the intensity. Pay attention to your spouse's health during this time, as their well-being might require additional care. Family dynamics could be another area of concern. Ketu's continued transit through your fourth house and aspects on this house could lead to discord and misunderstandings among family members. Parents' health may require your attention, adding to the stress. It's essential to foster patience and empathy, avoiding impulsive reactions that could exacerbate the situation. The second half of April brings some relief as the Sun's entry into Aries strengthens family bonds and improves relations with siblings. This period may also bring opportunities for shared financial benefits or collaborative endeavors with family members. Students may face hurdles in their academic pursuits this month. Jupiter's position in the 12th house, coupled with Mercury's challenging placement, could cause confusion about career or educational choices. It's essential to seek guidance from trusted mentors or career counselors during this time. This proactive approach will help mitigate potential regrets and ensure informed decision-making. Hard work and perseverance will be the key to overcoming obstacles and achieving success in your studies. For Gemini natives engaged in business, the planetary alignment calls for caution. Mars' initial transit through your sign and subsequent move to Cancer could create an atmosphere of unpredictability in partnerships and collaborations. Trust issues with employees or associates may surface, requiring you to reassess your team's reliability. It's not a favorable time for taking significant risks or making impulsive decisions. However, foreign trade and ventures involving overseas clients hold promise, as Jupiter's placement supports gains from such activities. Focus on calculated strategies and thorough research before committing to new projects. Travel is another area influenced by this month's planetary transits. The presence of multiple planets in Pisces, particularly Jupiter in the 12th house, indicates a strong likelihood of foreign travel, whether for work or personal purposes. These journeys may prove beneficial, offering opportunities for growth and expansion. However, it's essential to plan meticulously and ensure all arrangements are in place to avoid unnecessary complications. On a spiritual level, April 2025 presents an opportunity for introspection and personal growth. The influence of the Sun in Pisces, transitioning to Aries mid-month, encourages a focus on self-improvement and aligning with your life's purpose. Overall, April 2025 for Gemini natives is a month of challenges and growth. While the planetary influences may test your patience and adaptability, they also offer opportunities for self-improvement and long-term gains. By embracing a proactive approach and focusing on balance and harmony, you can navigate the ups and downs of this period with grace and confidence. For Cancer, April 2025 unfolds as a month filled with opportunities and challenges. With the dynamic planetary transits, you can expect significant shifts in various aspects of life, including career, relationships, finances, and health. The influence of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars plays a pivotal role in shaping the trajectory of this month. This month holds immense potential for career growth. Jupiter in your 11th house bestows you with favorable aspects on the 5th, 7th, and 9th houses, enhancing your luck and creating opportunities for recognition and progress. Whether you are employed or self-employed, you can expect financial gains and an uplift in your professional status. For those in jobs, a transfer or a promotion is on the cards, especially as Mars transitions into your first house on April 3rd. This movement can lead to a more visible position in your workplace, granting you the opportunity to showcase your talents. The combination of 5 planets, Saturn, Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Rahu, in your 9th house encourages travel for work, bringing fresh opportunities to expand your professional network. However, you must tread cautiously and avoid any illegal or unethical ventures during this time. Saturn's presence in the 9th house also suggests that the harder you work, the more substantial rewards you will receive. Be prepared to accept new challenges and responsibilities, as they can lead to long-term success. For business owners, this month favors networking and traveling. Business trips are likely to yield fruitful results, bringing new clients and partnerships. However, refrain from making impulsive decisions or taking high-risk investments. Financially, April 2025 appears to be a highly rewarding month. Jupiter in the 11th house ensures a steady increase in income, while Saturn's third aspect on the 11th house amplifies your earning potential. Your financial stability will improve through multiple sources, including unexpected gains or government-related benefits. However, the initial days of the month might bring a surge in expenses due to Mars in the 12th house, possibly related to travel or health. From April 3rd onward, as Mars enters your first house, your financial discipline will improve. Investments in the stock market or real estate during the first half of the month may yield long-term benefits. Exercise caution in the latter half of the month when it comes to speculative investments. Consider long-term savings plans or schemes for the future. Health may fluctuate during April, demanding your attention and care. Mars in the 12th house at the beginning of the month could bring issues related to injuries, back pain, or digestive troubles. These challenges, however, will ease as Mars moves into your sign on April 3rd. Pay attention to your blood pressure levels and avoid unnecessary stress to maintain a balanced state of health. The stellium of 5 planets in your 9th house might trigger minor health issues like fatigue or infections, especially during travel. Maintain a healthy diet, focusing on light and easily digestible foods. Engage in yoga, meditation, or physical activities to avoid weight gain and ensure overall wellness. This month is marked by ups and downs in your romantic relationships. At the start of the month, Mars in the 12th house could create distance or misunderstandings with your partner. You may also face temporary separations due to health concerns or travel commitments. However, as Mars transitions to your 1st house, your relationship will gradually regain its sweetness. Jupiter's benevolent aspect on the 5th house will further support your love life, fostering mutual understanding and harmony. For singles, this is an excellent time to consider marriage proposals. Jupiter's influence can pave the way for love marriages, while existing couples may take their relationship to the next level. On the marital front, there could be some tension, primarily due to health concerns involving your spouse or yourself. The conjunction of Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Rahu with Saturn might aggravate these issues, requiring patience and compassion to navigate conflicts. By mid-month, mutual understanding will develop, strengthening the bond between you and your spouse. Family matters may be a mix of highs and lows this month. The retrograde position of Venus at the start of the month may bring health concerns for your parents, especially your father. Pay close attention to their well-being and provide necessary support. The presence of Saturn in the 9th house emphasizes the importance of family responsibilities, urging you to take proactive measures for their health and happiness. Relationships with siblings may face some turbulence due to the planetary alignments. There could be moments of tension, but Jupiter's aspect on the 3rd house will help you mend ties and foster a sense of camaraderie. Joint family activities or short trips may bring moments of joy, strengthening familial bonds. April is a pivotal month for students, especially those aspiring for higher education or competitive exams. Jupiter's influence on the 5th house brings clarity and focus, enabling students to excel in their pursuits. If you're planning to study abroad, your dreams are likely to materialize, though you may need to settle for your 2nd or 3rd choice of institution. The planetary alignment encourages consistent effort and determination. Students preparing for competitive exams are likely to perform well, with success in their endeavors. However, avoid procrastination and stay disciplined to make the most of this favorable time. Travel is a significant theme this month, with multiple planetary influences promoting journeys for work, family, and leisure. Long-distance trips are likely to bring positive outcomes, including financial gains and personal growth. Be mindful of potential health challenges during travel and plan meticulously to avoid unnecessary hassles. April 2025 is a dynamic month for Cancer natives, bringing a mix of opportunities and challenges. The influence of Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars offers growth in career and finances while calling for caution in health and relationships. With strategic planning and patience, you can navigate this period successfully. Embrace the opportunities that come your way, maintain harmony in your relationships, and prioritize your health to make the most of this transformative month. For Leo, the month of April 2025 is set to bring a mix of challenges and opportunities, marked by significant planetary movements that will impact various aspects of life. With a strong focus on health, career, finances, and relationships, this month demands careful navigation and a balanced approach to managing sudden developments. At the start of April, a powerful planetary conjunction in your 8th house, Sun, Saturn, Rahu, Mercury, and Venus, creates a strong emphasis on transformation and hidden matters. This placement can lead to unexpected events, both positive and negative. While you may experience sudden insights or breakthroughs, there is also a likelihood of health issues surfacing. Digestive problems, eye strain, and stress-related ailments may arise, so it's essential to prioritize your well-being. Meditation, yoga, and regular health checkups can help mitigate these effects. This stellium also advises caution in financial matters. Avoid speculative investments or risky ventures, as losses are more likely during this period. Mars begins the month in your 11th house, boosting your social network and providing opportunities for financial gains. However, when Mars transitions to the 12th house on April 3rd, the energy shifts toward higher expenses and potential isolation. This placement can indicate expenditure on travel, healthcare, or hidden enemies. While the prospect of foreign travel or long journeys is strong, it's essential to manage your resources wisely. This transit might also stir anxiety about the future, urging you to reassess your spending habits and financial planning. By April 14th, the Sun moves into your 9th house in its exalted sign of Aries, bringing a wave of optimism, respect, and growth opportunities. This transition marks a turning point in the month, where recognition in your career and social status becomes more apparent. You may receive honors, promotions, or a chance to take on a leadership role. For those in academic or legal fields, this period favors success in examinations, legal matters, or scholarly pursuits. The Sun's exaltation strengthens your confidence, enabling you to overcome obstacles and inspire others. Jupiter remains in your 10th house throughout April, reinforcing stability in your professional life. This placement supports your ability to gain respect and authority in your field, but it also attracts scrutiny from colleagues or competitors. Be cautious of office politics or conspiracies, especially during the first half of the month. For business owners, careful decision-making is vital, particularly in legal or contractual matters. After April 13th, Venus turns direct, easing workplace tensions and improving relationships with coworkers and superiors. This change will also open doors to creative ideas and opportunities for collaboration. Financially, April presents a mixed picture. The beginning of the month is stable, with potential gains from past investments or social connections. However, from April 3rd onward, Mars in the 12th house, combined with the 8th house stellium, increases the risk of unplanned expenses. Hidden costs, medical bills, or secret dealings may strain your budget. Fortunately, after April 14th, the Sun's transit into your 9th house brings opportunities for financial improvement, especially through government-related work or authoritative positions. Managing your resources prudently during this time will help you navigate these fluctuations. Family life in April sees both harmony and challenges. Jupiter's aspect on the 4th and 2nd houses ensures general peace and support within the family, but the presence of Ketu in the 2nd house indicates moments of detachment or misunderstandings. Communication with siblings might require extra effort, particularly during the first half of the month. As Venus turns direct, harmony is likely to return, and any health concerns for family members will start to resolve. Maintaining consistent communication with loved ones will help strengthen bonds and provide solutions to ongoing issues. For those in love, the month begins with some turbulence. Mars aspects the 5th house, creating tension and misunderstandings with your partner. However, when Mars moves into the 12th house on April 3rd, the atmosphere lightens, and mutual understanding improves. Jupiter's steady position in the 10th house provides a solid foundation for long-term commitments, while Saturn's aspect adds seriousness and depth to romantic connections. Married Leos may face ups and downs, particularly concerning their spouse's health or relationships with in-laws. Practicing patience and empathy during this time will help alleviate conflicts. Students and those pursuing education will find April to be moderately favorable. Jupiter's influence encourages focus and intellectual growth, but distractions from family or health issues might hinder progress. Dedication and a disciplined approach will yield positive results, particularly after April 14th, when the Sun's exaltation boosts confidence and motivation. Health remains a central theme throughout April, with the 8th house stellium highlighting vulnerabilities. Digestive disorders, eye strain, and stress-induced ailments are common concerns during the first half of the month. As Mercury and Venus turn direct on April 7th and 13th, respectively, there will be gradual improvements. The Sun's movement into Aries on April 14th strengthens your vitality and immune system, marking a recovery phase. Nonetheless, Saturn's influence in the 8th house serves as a reminder to avoid neglecting minor health issues, as they could escalate if left untreated. Spiritual growth and self-discovery are also prominent themes in April. The Sun's exaltation in the 9th house encourages you to explore higher learning, spirituality, or philosophical pursuits. This is an excellent time for introspection, meditation, or engaging with mentors who can provide valuable insights. Foreign travel, whether for work or personal growth, is also likely to bring transformative experiences. The latter half of April is relatively smoother, with improved relationships, career stability, and financial prospects. However, the effects of the earlier planetary configurations continue to echo, urging you to remain cautious and proactive. Balancing ambition with humility, managing resources wisely, and prioritizing health and relationships will help you make the most of this dynamic month. For Virgo, April 2025 offers a complex yet transformative journey. As the month begins, the planetary alignments suggest a period filled with challenges, introspection, and opportunities. The presence of Ketu in your sign, coupled with a stellium of 5 planets in your 7th house, sets the stage for an eventful month that demands patience, adaptability, and strategic decision-making. Ketu's prolonged presence in Virgo ensures that introspection and spiritual exploration will remain central themes throughout the month. While Ketu often brings confusion and mood swings, its influence can also lead to profound insights and personal growth. Jupiter's aspect on Virgo acts as a guiding force, counterbalancing Ketu's unsettling effects. This planetary support ensures that even amid uncertainty, you can make sound decisions when needed. However, be prepared for sudden, life-altering incidents that may feel like a brush with danger or a test of resilience. The professional sphere presents a mix of challenges and progress. At the start of April, Mars transits your 10th house, bringing opportunities for authority and recognition. If you've been awaiting a promotion or a chance to showcase your leadership skills, this period could deliver favorable outcomes. However, the stellium of Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Venus, and Rahu in your 7th house creates obstacles and disrupts workplace harmony. Miscommunications and unexpected delays are likely, especially if you're dealing with partnerships or collaborations. As Mercury turns direct on April 7th, the intensity of these challenges begins to wane. This shift will help restore clarity and improve your workplace interactions. However, the month as a whole requires persistence and a proactive approach to problem solving. For businesspersons, the planetary alignment in the 7th house demands heightened caution. Misunderstandings with partners may arise, and hidden truths or dishonesty could come to light. While this could create temporary setbacks, addressing issues with transparency and a collaborative mindset will pave the way for resolution. Delaying significant business decisions until after mid-April will yield better outcomes. Financially, April 2025 holds promise. Mars transitions to your 11th house, the house of income, on April 3rd. This transit indicates an increase in earnings, possibly through government-related opportunities or unexpected gains. Jupiter's auspicious aspect enhances your decision-making abilities, allowing you to identify lucrative investment opportunities. The Sun's exaltation in Aries from April 14th may unlock sudden financial benefits, including the possibility of receiving ancestral property. While this month offers favorable financial prospects, exercise caution when committing to new investments. Thoroughly analyze risks and potential returns to maximize gains. Health requires careful attention this month. Ketu's influence in your sign, combined with the intense planetary activity in the 7th house, could lead to minor ailments such as headaches, digestive issues, or low-grade fevers. The presence of 6 planets influencing your sign during the first half of April might amplify stress levels, making it essential to prioritize self-care. Engaging in regular exercise, maintaining a balanced diet, and adopting relaxation techniques like meditation will help mitigate health concerns. From April 14th, when the Sun moves into Aries, you may experience some relief and improved vitality. However, don't ignore any symptoms. Consult a doctor promptly if needed. This month presents mixed results for relationships. Married life may be particularly strained due to the stellium in the 7th house, which creates tension and misunderstandings between you and your spouse. Health concerns for both partners could further strain the relationship, making emotional support and patience essential. Timing is key when discussing sensitive matters. Evening conversations are more likely to yield positive outcomes than daytime discussions. As the Sun shifts to the 8th house in mid-April, some of these tensions may ease, offering an opportunity for reconciliation and mutual understanding. For those in love, the month brings hope and challenges. Saturn, the ruler of your 5th house, sits in the 7th house, creating strong prospects for love marriages. If you're in a committed relationship, this alignment could help solidify your bond and lead to engagement or marriage discussions. However, the influence of Rahu and Venus introduces turbulence, including potential misunderstandings or emotional ups and downs. Despite these challenges, Jupiter's benevolent aspect on your 5th house ensures that with effort and open communication, you can strengthen your connection and overcome obstacles. Family life remains relatively stable, thanks to Jupiter's protective influence on your 1st, 3rd, and 5th houses. This alignment fosters a harmonious and spiritually uplifting atmosphere at home. Your relationships with siblings improve, and you may find opportunities to bond over shared experiences or mutual goals. However, Mars's influence on your 2nd house may cause occasional friction within the family, particularly due to harsh words or impulsive statements. Being mindful of your tone and communication style will go a long way in maintaining peace and understanding. The health of mother or other maternal figure shows signs of improvement, bringing relief and stability to the household. Venus's presence in the 7th house suggests potential progress in family businesses, although challenges with business partners might require attention. Avoid letting external stressors disrupt the positive energy within your family environment. For students, April 2025 demands focus and determination. The stellium in the 7th house may create distractions, but Mars's position in the 11th house bolsters your drive and ambition. Jupiter's aspect on your 5th house encourages academic success and provides support in overcoming obstacles. To maximize your efforts, avoid procrastination and maintain a structured study routine. Sweet and respectful communication will also enhance Venus's energy, improving relationships with mentors and peers. The second half of April marks a gradual shift toward resolution and progress. From April 14th, the Sun's exaltation in Aries in your 8th house signifies a transformative period. This transit can help you address lingering challenges, particularly in health, relationships, and finances. The direct movement of Mercury and Venus toward the month's end further stabilizes your circumstances, creating opportunities for growth and success. The influence of the Sun in Aries also brings unexpected financial gains, possibly from government sources or inheritance. This period offers a chance to strengthen your personal relationships and improve workplace dynamics. By embracing these changes and maintaining a positive attitude, you can make significant strides in various areas of your life. April 2025 is a month of contrasts for Virgo natives. While the beginning of the month brings challenges in career, relationships, and health, the latter half promises resolution and growth. The key to navigating these complexities lies in patience, strategic thinking, and effective communication. By staying grounded and focused, you can transform obstacles into opportunities and emerge stronger by the end of the month. For Libra, April 2025 unfolds as a month of significant challenges and opportunities. The planetary alignments create a demanding environment, particularly concerning health, finances, relationships, and career. Despite these hurdles, this period also brings moments of growth and realizations, provided you navigate the month with caution, patience, and foresight. The position of Venus, your ruling planet, is pivotal this month. Venus remains in the 6th house throughout April, accompanied by Sun, Mercury, Saturn, and Rahu. This affliction creates a precarious situation, especially for your health. You might face issues related to digestion, infections, or urinary tract disorders. Jupiter, the ruler of your 6th house, is stationed in the 8th house, intensifying fluctuations in your physical well-being. Be mindful of stomach-related ailments or infections, and ensure that you are vigilant about your diet and hygiene. Regular health checkups are recommended to avoid complications. However, as the Sun enters its exalted sign Aries on April 14th, its influence in the 7th house will bring a much-needed boost to your vitality, gradually improving your overall health. Financially, the month demands strict discipline. Expenses are likely to surge, driven by health concerns and daily necessities. Ketu's position in the 12th house further exacerbates this tendency, making it difficult to curb expenditures. Despite your best efforts, unforeseen expenses may arise, creating pressure on your financial stability. Jupiter's aspect on your 2nd house offers some relief by facilitating a better approach to money management. Mars, after transiting to the 10th house on April 3rd, will help reduce unnecessary spending, allowing you to regain some control over your finances. The Sun's exaltation from mid-month onwards may bring opportunities for financial gains, particularly through professional success or business ventures. Even so, this is not a time for risky investments or impulsive purchases. Instead, focus on saving and building a stable financial foundation for the future. Your career and professional life are characterized by ups and downs this month. Jupiter in the 8th house, combined with the challenging planetary cluster in the 6th house, indicates recurring obstacles in the workplace. Opponents may attempt to undermine your efforts, and misunderstandings with colleagues or superiors could add to your stress. Mars's entry into the 10th house on April 3rd brings determination and energy to tackle these issues, but its debilitated state in Cancer warns against confrontations or rash decisions. Staying calm and focused on your work will be critical. For businesspersons, the outlook is more optimistic. Mars initially supports fruitful business trips, and its placement in the 10th house enhances your entrepreneurial abilities, fostering growth and profitability. Collaborating with your spouse or entering into partnerships can also yield positive results, provided both parties maintain clear communication and mutual respect. Relationships, both romantic and familial, face a mixed impact this month. Married individuals will find their bonds strengthening through shared experiences, such as travel or collaborative projects. However, the work pressures faced by your spouse may require your emotional support and understanding. Love relationships, on the other hand, are likely to encounter turbulence. Saturn's influence on the 5th house fosters misunderstandings and conflicts between partners. Mars's aspect from the 10th house further intensifies this tension, making it essential to approach disagreements with patience and empathy. For long-term success, prioritize open communication and mutual trust, as these will help you navigate through temporary setbacks. Family dynamics may feel strained due to Saturn's presence in the 6th house. Disputes over property or finances could arise, creating friction among family members. Mars's aspects on the 4th house contribute to a rise in aggression, particularly with paternal figures, potentially leading to arguments. To restore harmony, you will need to act as a mediator, using diplomacy to resolve conflicts and strengthen familial ties. Pay attention to the health of your parents, as their well-being may require additional care this month. Despite these challenges, the support of your spouse and other close family members can provide comfort and stability, especially when approached with mutual understanding and cooperation. For students, April may bring a tough period filled with distractions and challenges in academic pursuits. Health issues and a lack of focus could hinder your progress, requiring extra effort to stay on track. However, for those aspiring to study or work abroad, the month offers favorable prospects. Jupiter's influence on the 2nd house supports such endeavors, paving the way for success in overseas opportunities. From a spiritual perspective, the challenging planetary configurations offer an opportunity for introspection and personal growth. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can help you manage stress and regain inner balance. Exercise and yoga are particularly beneficial for maintaining emotional and physical health during this transformative time. By mid-month, some of the tension begins to ease. The Sun's exaltation in Aries on April 14th provides a boost to your confidence, helping you overcome obstacles in both your professional and personal life. Mars's transit in the 10th house fosters a sense of purpose and determination, which, if channeled correctly, can lead to significant achievements. Despite these positive shifts, caution is still advised, particularly in handling relationships and finances. To make the most of this month, focus on self-improvement and long-term planning. Invest in enhancing your skills through professional courses or acquiring tools that can advance your career or business. This proactive approach will not only help you navigate the challenges of April but also lay the groundwork for future success. Avoid impulsive actions or decisions driven by frustration, as these could exacerbate existing problems. Overall, April 2025 is a month of challenges that test your resilience and adaptability. Health, finances, and relationships require careful attention, while your professional life demands perseverance and strategic thinking. Despite the difficulties, the month also offers opportunities for growth and transformation. By approaching each situation with patience, self-awareness, and determination, you can overcome obstacles and emerge stronger. For Scorpio, April 2025 ushers in a dynamic month, with notable planetary placements in the 5th house impacting career, relationships, finances, and health. The interplay of 5 planets, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and the Sun, in your 5th house creates a mix of opportunities and challenges. Ketu's placement in the 11th house and Mars transit through key positions in your chart highlight themes of transformation and growth. This month requires you to strike a balance between seizing opportunities and exercising caution in decision-making, particularly in matters of health, relationships, and finances. The month begins with strong planetary emphasis on your 5th house, influencing creativity, intelligence, romance, and speculative ventures. This configuration will lead to a surge in opportunities to enhance your financial standing, especially as Venus, Mercury, and the Sun contribute to innovative ideas and profitable investments. However, with Mercury and Venus retrograding in the early part of the month, it is vital to avoid impulsive decisions. The presence of Ketu in your 11th house suggests unexpected gains, but these may come with strings attached. Your ability to navigate these opportunities with a discerning eye will define your financial growth this month. Post-April 13, Venus turns direct, and with Mercury following suit on April 7th, you will find greater clarity in financial matters, making the latter half of the month particularly favorable for investments and strategic planning. Career prospects are bright, but they demand consistent effort and resilience. With the Sun, the Lord of your 10th house, positioned in the 5th house alongside Saturn, Mercury, Venus, and Rahu, you may face some turbulence in your work environment. Retrograde Mercury and Venus may cause delays or misunderstandings, so it's important to maintain clear communication with colleagues and superiors. Those seeking job changes will find success after the Sun transitions into Aries on April 14th, its exalted sign in your 6th house. This shift indicates opportunities for career advancement, such as securing a promotion or a more lucrative role. The influence of Mars, moving into your 9th house on April 3rd, encourages entrepreneurial ventures and innovative thinking, making this an excellent time for those in business to launch new projects or expand existing ones. On the business front, the month holds significant promise. Jupiter, stationed in your 7th house throughout the month, aspects the 11th house, enhancing opportunities for growth and profitability. The retrograde Venus may initially slow progress, but post-April 13, business activities will gain momentum. You'll find success in implementing new strategies and collaborating with partners. Be mindful of impulsive decisions, Jupiter's guidance ensures long-term stability if you approach ventures with patience and careful planning. The influence of Mars in your 9th house inspires creative solutions to challenges and helps identify new income streams, particularly through passive or side income. In terms of relationships, the planetary alignments bring mixed results. The 5th house, heavily influenced by Rahu, Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, creates fluctuations in your romantic life. On one hand, the proximity of Venus and Mercury enhances romantic connections, allowing for moments of intense passion and harmony. On the other, Rahu's disruptive energy may lead to misunderstandings, heightened emotions, or conflicting interests. If you're single, this is a time to tread carefully in new relationships, as dual attractions could lead to complications. The latter half of the month is more conducive to stabilizing relationships, particularly with Venus turning direct. Married Scorpios will find themselves deeply committed to their spouse's growth and well-being, showcasing strong support and teamwork in family matters. However, concerns regarding your partner's career or health may surface, requiring you to provide guidance and encouragement. Family dynamics remain generally harmonious, but the early part of the month may bring concerns about children or family health. Saturn, in conjunction with the Sun in your 5th house, may create moments of tension, particularly related to responsibilities or differing opinions. As the Sun moves into Aries on April 14th, these tensions will ease, allowing for improved communication and understanding within the family. Support from siblings, indicated by Mars in your 9th house, strengthens familial bonds, and Jupiter's influence ensures stability in your relationships with extended family members. Be mindful of your father's temperament during this period, as his health and emotional state may require attention and patience. Health requires extra care this month, especially during the first half. The positioning of Mars in the 8th house at the start of the month could indicate vulnerability to injuries, surgeries, or blood-related issues. Digestive health also demands attention, as the planetary cluster in your 5th house heightens the likelihood of stomach-related ailments such as acidity, indigestion, or food sensitivities. Incorporate regular exercise, yoga, and a balanced diet to fortify your immunity. The Sun's transition into your 6th house mid-month marks a turning point for better health, providing increased energy and resilience. However, it remains essential to avoid overexertion and address any emerging health concerns promptly. Financially, April is a month of considerable potential. The confluence multiple planets influencing your 11th house ensures multiple avenues for income generation. Passive income, investments, or inheritance-related gains could significantly boost your financial standing. However, with retrograde Mercury and Venus dominating early in the month, impulsive financial decisions should be avoided. The influence of Jupiter on your 2nd house and Mars' entry into the 9th house supports long-term financial planning and encourages the establishment of diverse income streams. As Venus and Mercury regain direct motion, clarity and stability in financial matters will prevail, allowing you to capitalize on lucrative opportunities. For students and those pursuing higher education, April brings a mix of challenges and successes. The 5th house's heavy planetary influence necessitates focused effort and dedication to academic goals. Retrograde Mercury may temporarily hinder concentration or create obstacles in exams, but Jupiter's benefic aspect ensures eventual success, particularly for those aspiring to study abroad. Planning and disciplined study routines will help overcome initial hurdles, paving the way for academic progress in the latter half of the month. Overall, April 2025 is a month of significant growth and transformation for Scorpio natives. While the planetary alignments present challenges in health, relationships, and career, they also open doors to immense opportunities for personal and professional advancement. By exercising patience, staying disciplined, and embracing a balanced approach to life, you can navigate the complexities of this month with confidence and emerge stronger. For Sagittarius, April 2025 brings a mix of challenges and opportunities across various aspects of life. The planetary placements this month, with significant influences from Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Saturn, and Mars, shape a dynamic and somewhat turbulent period. While career and finances face ups and downs, love life and personal relationships offer a bright spot. Careful navigation is essential to maintain balance in health, work, and familial harmony. At the start of the month, the presence of 5 key planets, Rahu, Mercury, Venus, Sun, and Saturn, in your 4th house creates an atmosphere of unrest within the family. The 4th house governs home, domestic life, and emotional stability, and this planetary cluster can amplify tensions. Misunderstandings among family members may arise, leading to strained relationships. You are advised to adopt a diplomatic approach to maintain peace at home. Ketu's placement in the 10th house signals a lack of focus and interest in professional matters. This can result in challenges at work, such as delays or errors, which may affect your reputation. Entrepreneurs may experience fluctuations in business performance, with revenue dipping slightly during the first half of the month. However, staying persistent and revisiting past successful strategies could help stabilize your ventures. The financial outlook for April suggests a cautious approach. Jupiter's transit through the 6th house casts an influence on the 12th house, increasing expenses. This combination indicates potential spending on health or unexpected obligations. While the first half of the month sees higher outflows, the situation begins to improve after April 14th, as the Sun moves into its exalted position in your 5th house. This transit is likely to bring new opportunities for earning, including potential job offers or promotions. Be prudent with investments, especially in speculative markets like the stock market, as the risk of losses is heightened. Instead, focus on long-term financial planning to navigate this uncertain phase effectively. Health requires significant attention this month. Mars, which governs energy and vitality, transitions into your 8th house on April 3rd. This placement can trigger minor accidents, blood-related issues, or digestive problems. Sagittarius natives with pre-existing conditions, such as hypertension or diabetes, should prioritize regular checkups and adhere to a balanced diet. Jupiter in the 6th house might induce a sense of lethargy, further impacting your physical well-being. To counteract this, incorporate exercise and mindfulness practices into your routine. The latter half of the month, starting April 14th, brings some relief as the Sun strengthens your immunity, gradually improving overall health. In your love life, April offers a promising picture. Mars, initially positioned in the 7th house, enhances courage and passion in romantic relationships. If you are in a committed relationship, this is a favorable time to express your feelings and take the relationship to the next level. Some Sagittarius natives might even see their love marriage plans materialize. However, the entry of Mars into the 8th house on April 3rd can introduce moments of confusion or hesitation, making it essential to communicate openly with your partner. Married couples, on the other hand, may experience some friction, particularly due to health concerns of the spouse. Arguments with in-laws could further strain the marital bond, so patience and understanding are key to maintaining harmony. Career challenges dominate the month, particularly for those in employment. With Mercury, the ruler of your 10th house, positioned in the 4th house in a debilitated state, you might experience reduced enthusiasm for work. This lack of motivation can lead to mistakes or missed deadlines, causing stress and dissatisfaction. However, the situation improves as Mercury turns direct on April 7th, gradually restoring focus and efficiency. For business owners, Mars's aspect on the 11th house after April 3rd signals opportunities for profit, provided consistent efforts are made. Avoid taking hasty decisions in professional matters, and focus on long-term goals to achieve stability. The influence of Saturn in your 4th house demands extra attention to familial responsibilities. Health concerns of elderly family members, especially related to your mother's knees or father's heart, may arise. It's important to remain vigilant and supportive during this period. Mars's transition to the 8th house could lead to minor disputes over property or family inheritance. Open communication and legal advice, if necessary, can help resolve such matters amicably. For students, April presents a mixed bag. Success in academics will require consistent effort and determination. Jupiter in the 6th house encourages hard work but may also create distractions. Those preparing for competitive exams or higher studies might feel the pressure but are likely to achieve positive outcomes if they remain focused. A chance to study abroad or participate in international programs could arise this month, so be prepared to seize such opportunities. Travel is also highlighted this month, with short-distance trips favored during the second half. These could be related to work, education, or personal matters. While such travels might be productive, exercise caution in planning and execution, especially considering the health risks posed by Mars's transit. Avoid unnecessary journeys and prioritize safety if driving or commuting long distances. The planetary movements also hint at spiritual growth and introspection. The cluster of planets in your 4th house can inspire you to seek inner peace through meditation or spiritual practices. This is a good time to reflect on your life goals and align your actions with your higher purpose. The presence of Ketu in the 10th house can help you detach from materialistic pursuits and focus on personal fulfillment. As the Sun enters Aries on April 14th, its exalted state brings optimism and vitality. This shift will enhance your creative abilities and leadership qualities, paving the way for personal and professional achievements. Those seeking new opportunities in their career may find this phase particularly rewarding. However, it's important to remain grounded and avoid letting success inflate your ego, as this can lead to conflicts in relationships. Overall, April 2025 is a month of transformation for Sagittarius natives. While challenges in career, health, and family life demand your attention, opportunities in love, creativity, and personal growth provide a silver lining. By maintaining a balanced approach and staying committed to your goals, you can overcome obstacles and make the most of the positive influences this month has to offer. For Capricorn, April 2025 brings a mix of opportunities and challenges, offering a balanced month of personal growth and self-reflection. While there are indications of progress in career and finances, aspects of personal relationships, health, and emotional well-being require careful attention. The month starts with the presence of Ketu in the 9th house, which continues to emphasize a spiritual inclination. You may find yourself drawn to religious practices, rituals, or pilgrimages. Visits to temples or sacred places can provide mental peace and clarity. This spiritual influence encourages introspection, helping you align with higher purposes. However, Saturn, your ruling planet, enters in the 3rd house, which can induce a sense of lethargy. While this might make it difficult to maintain consistent energy levels, pushing past this laziness will help you manage your health effectively. Avoid falling into the trap of procrastination, and focus on building a routine that supports your overall well-being. Career prospects this month show a mix of highs and lows. While some areas bring recognition and rewards, others may present obstacles. Saturn's 3rd house transit suggests a need for perseverance. If you're employed, you may face challenges at the workplace, such as office politics or feelings of disconnection from your role. At times, you might question your own efforts and wonder if you are contributing enough. This introspection can be productive if it motivates you to improve rather than succumb to self-doubt. From April 3rd, Mars transits into your 7th house, bringing tension in partnerships, particularly in business. Conflicts with colleagues or business partners may arise, driven by differences in vision or work style. It's essential to approach such situations with patience and maturity. Instead of rushing to terminate partnerships or making impulsive decisions, consider working collaboratively to address challenges. This approach will not only preserve valuable relationships but also improve outcomes in the long term. Financially, April brings improvements, especially after April 14th, when the Sun enters Aries, its exaltation sign. This shift enhances your ability to manage expenses wisely. Investments in meaningful areas, such as property, vehicles, or luxury assets, are favored, indicating a phase of financial consolidation. However, Jupiter's presence in the 5th house throughout the month enhances your fortune and decision-making ability in financial matters. You are likely to experience steady income growth, supported by favorable circumstances in property dealings. If you're involved in government-related work, opportunities to secure benefits, such as housing, could present themselves. Family dynamics require attention, as the month begins with Saturn in the 3rd house, influencing your communication and relationships with siblings. Misunderstandings or disputes could arise, especially if harsh words are exchanged. Mars' aspect on the 2nd house may exacerbate tensions if not managed carefully. However, the situation improves significantly after mid-April when the Sun moves into the 4th house. This transit enhances your family's reputation and social standing. Opportunities to purchase new property or make meaningful additions to your home are likely. Be mindful of your parents' health, as they may face minor challenges during this time. For those pursuing education, confusion may dominate the early part of the month. Students might find it challenging to make critical decisions about their studies or career paths. Seeking guidance from mentors or family members can provide clarity. Jupiter's influence on the 11th house ensures support from friends and well-wishers, while the planet's aspect on your ascendant sharpens your intellect. As the month progresses, students will find their focus improving, leading to positive outcomes. In matters of health, April brings a mix of average results. Saturn's influence on the 3rd house can promote a sense of lethargy, which might affect your physical fitness. Problems related to the shoulders, throat, or ears may arise, especially during the first half of the month. Incorporating yoga, meditation, or regular exercise into your routine will mitigate these issues and enhance your overall vitality. Mars, transiting the 7th house, may also lead to minor physical discomfort. Pay attention to your health and address any symptoms promptly. Avoiding overexertion and maintaining a balanced diet will further support your well-being. Your love life and relationships take focus this month. Singles may find themselves drawn to someone special, and relationships that were previously casual might take a more serious turn. The possibility of commitment is high, especially after Venus turns direct on April 13th. Mutual trust and understanding strengthen bonds, paving the way for deeper emotional connections. For those already in relationships, the month emphasizes the importance of communication and patience. Avoid jumping to conclusions or allowing doubts to strain your bond. Married life, however, may face some turbulence. Mars' placement in the 7th house can lead to disagreements or heated arguments between spouses. Both partners need to exercise self-restraint and avoid letting minor conflicts escalate. Showing empathy and prioritizing open dialogue will go a long way in resolving differences. If health issues arise within the family, especially concerning your spouse, ensure that adequate care and attention are provided. Professionally, the second half of April offers more favorable conditions. Venus, the lord of your 10th house, moves into a direct state after April 13th, enhancing workplace dynamics. Collaboration with colleagues improves, leading to greater efficiency and productivity. If you're looking for new opportunities, this period brings positive developments. Promotions or recognition for your efforts could be on the horizon, particularly after April 14th, when the Sun's aspect on the 10th house increases your influence and authority. However, you must remain cautious of Mars' ongoing influence on your career sector. Avoid confrontational behavior and maintain professionalism at all times. For entrepreneurs and business owners, this month presents mixed results. While there is scope for growth and financial gain, challenges in partnerships might slow progress. Mars transit can stir conflicts with associates or partners, making it essential to handle disputes diplomatically. Seek support from siblings or trusted allies, who can play a key role in stabilizing your ventures. Overall, April 2025 offers Capricorn natives a dynamic blend of growth opportunities and challenges. While the month requires careful management of personal relationships, professional endeavors, and health, it also provides avenues for financial stability and spiritual growth. Stay patient, focus on effective communication, and embrace a disciplined approach to navigate this transformative period successfully. For Aquarius, April 2025 promises a dynamic blend of opportunities and challenges, requiring you to strike a balance between financial, professional, and personal spheres. The planetary configurations this month indicate significant shifts in various aspects of life, with an emphasis on financial stability, introspection, and relationship management. This month begins with Saturn, your ruling planet, settled in your second house along with a stellium of Sun, Rahu, Venus, and Mercury. This powerful combination enhances financial prospects, offering the potential for gains from business ventures, government contracts, or prior investments. However, the retrograde states of Venus and Mercury early in the month may create temporary delays or confusion in financial dealings. These issues will start resolving after Mercury turns direct on April 7th and Venus follows on April 13th, leading to a smoother flow of income and financial stability. The favorable aspect of Jupiter throughout the month will further bolster your financial standing, making this a time to focus on strengthening your monetary base. Mars, transitioning into Cancer on April 3rd, moves to your 6th house, emphasizing the need to manage health-related expenses and workplace dynamics. While this transit reduces unnecessary expenditures and grants you an edge over opponents, it also demands caution in interpersonal relationships at work. There could be hidden conspiracies or misunderstandings with colleagues, so ensure you maintain transparency and professionalism. If you're seeking a career change, the initial weeks of April are ideal for pursuing opportunities. Jupiter's benefic aspect on your 10th house provides support from senior officials and recognition for your efforts. This is a favorable period for professional growth, but remain vigilant against workplace politics. Relationships, both romantic and familial, require delicate handling this month. For those in committed relationships, tensions might arise due to the influence of Mars in the 5th house at the start of the month. Communication and patience will be key to navigating disagreements. Family interference in your love life may cause friction, necessitating a diplomatic approach to balance relationships. Married individuals should be cautious of ego clashes with their spouse, especially after April 14th when the Sun moves into Aries in your 3rd house. The health of your spouse may also be a concern, so prioritize their well-being. Family dynamics could prove challenging during the first half of April, as the 2nd house stellium may intensify disagreements or disputes over property or shared resources. Jupiter's steady presence in your 4th house lends a stabilizing influence, but the retrograde states of Venus and Mercury might exacerbate misunderstandings. Thankfully, as Mercury and Venus turn direct and the Sun moves into Aries mid-month, family tensions are likely to ease. However, the health of elderly family members could remain a concern, so ensure they receive adequate care. Education and self-improvement take focus for Aquarius natives this month. While students may encounter obstacles in their academic pursuits due to distractions or external pressures, the planetary energies encourage perseverance and adaptability. For professionals and business owners, this is an excellent time to expand your skill set or explore new learning opportunities. Whether it's taking up a new course or delving into occult or astrology, the 3rd phase of Saturn's Sad inspires introspection and personal growth. Saturn's transition into Pisces marks a shift in focus from external struggles to inner transformation, giving you the chance to turn challenges into strengths. Health requires attention this month, as the planetary alignments indicate fluctuations. The combined presence of Saturn, Rahu, Venus, and Mercury in your second house suggests the need to monitor dietary habits and address any emerging health concerns promptly. Mars transit through the sixth house adds to this caution, as it may bring minor ailments or a spike in stress levels. Engage in physical and mental wellness practices like yoga, meditation, or regular exercise to maintain equilibrium. The Sun's shift to Aries on April 14th, along with the direct motion of Mercury and Venus, brings a positive influence on your overall vitality, making the latter half of the month more supportive for recovery and health improvement. From a business perspective, this month holds promise, particularly after April 14th. The Sun's exaltation in Aries in your third house amplifies your confidence and leadership qualities, enabling you to drive progress in your ventures. Entrepreneurs will find opportunities to expand their reach and secure partnerships that benefit their business. Collaboration with government agencies or officials may prove lucrative, so focus on fostering such connections. However, beware of competitors or adversaries attempting to undermine your efforts. Maintaining a strategic and proactive approach will help you stay ahead. Travel may also feature prominently this month, with indications of foreign trips or journeys for professional purposes. The aspect of Mars on your 12th house suggests opportunities for international collaborations or educational exchanges. These travels are likely to be fruitful, especially if aligned with career or academic goals. The spiritual undertone of April encourages Aquarius natives to explore new dimensions of thought and self-awareness. With Saturn's influence urging introspection, align with your inner self and seek clarity about your life's direction. Whether through meditation, creative pursuits, or intellectual endeavors, you are being called to embrace the slower pace and transform challenges into stepping stones for growth. As April unfolds, the planetary energies demand that you tread carefully in relationships, health matters, and professional engagements, while leveraging opportunities for financial growth and self-improvement. The shifts in the second half of the month, marked by the Sun's exaltation and the direct motion of Venus and Mercury, bring a wave of optimism and progress, ensuring that your efforts yield positive outcomes. By staying grounded, adaptable, and proactive, you can navigate the ups and downs of this month with grace and emerge stronger and more inspired. For Pisces, April 2025 promises to be a dynamic and multifaceted month, shaped by the presence of a 5-planet stellium in your zodiac sign, ongoing planetary transits, and significant influences. The month is marked by fluctuations in your personal, financial, and professional life, demanding adaptability, patience, and a proactive mindset. The stellium of Sun, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, and Rahu in Pisces creates a potent energy vortex that can simultaneously bring opportunities and challenges. While this alignment fosters heightened creativity, it may also provoke emotional instability and health concerns. Your behavior may fluctuate, leaving you feeling unsettled. Efforts to maintain emotional balance and self-awareness will be essential. The planetary influence is likely to create tension in your marital relationships, necessitating open communication and understanding. The support of Jupiter, your ruling planet, provides a silver lining, offering opportunities to gradually repair strained marital ties and foster harmony. Financially, April 2025 presents a mixed bag. The planetary alignment in Pisces is poised to complicate your monetary situation, potentially leading to financial stress and a compulsion to reevaluate your spending habits. While you may feel an urge to cut down on expenses, the fear of financial uncertainty could be overwhelming. Nevertheless, the Saturnian influence will push you toward long-term financial planning and asset building. Opportunities to invest in property may arise, so it is important to be prepared with proper documentation and financial readiness. The potential for increased income exists, thanks to the benevolent aspects of Jupiter on your 9th and 11th houses, but prudent financial management is necessary to harness these benefits effectively. Health-wise, the month requires vigilance. The stellium in Pisces can manifest in physical discomfort, such as headaches, digestive issues, and joint pains. Saturn's aspect on Jupiter adds further strain, increasing the likelihood of chronic issues resurfacing, particularly for individuals with diabetes or borderline conditions. However, the Sun's movement into Aries on April 14th will bring some relief, aiding recovery and boosting vitality. Prioritizing a disciplined lifestyle, including healthy eating, regular exercise, and stress management techniques like meditation, will help mitigate health concerns. Avoiding neglect and seeking timely medical attention will be important for maintaining overall well-being. In the area of relationships, April may test your patience. For those in love, Mars's transit into your 5th house on April 3rd could bring heightened emotional intensity, leading to ego clashes and misunderstandings with your partner. However, the exalted Venus in Pisces offers a ray of hope, fostering reconciliation and healing through mutual understanding. Friends may provide valuable support during this turbulent period. For married couples, Ketu's presence in the 7th house, combined with the stellium's aspect, could create a tense domestic atmosphere. Misunderstandings and ego battles may feel insurmountable, but Jupiter's protective aspect on the 7th house will provide a stabilizing force, gradually easing tensions and encouraging resolutions. Toward the latter half of the month, as Mercury and Venus turn direct, love and harmony are likely to return. In your professional life, the month holds promise but requires careful navigation. Jupiter's transit in Taurus enhances career prospects, particularly in the latter half of the month, when the Sun in Aries can lead to promotions or recognition, while your relationship with colleagues is likely to improve, fostering a collaborative work environment. Interactions with senior officials may remain challenging, especially in the early part of April. If you are contemplating a job change, this could be an opportune moment to explore new opportunities, as Mars's influence after April 3rd strengthens the likelihood of career shifts. Business people should exercise caution, as impulsive decisions might result in setbacks. Instead, consider diversifying or introducing new activities to ensure stability and long-term growth. Family life may experience ups and downs, primarily influenced by Mercury's retrograde state in the first half of the month. Disputes related to property and finances could resurface, causing friction among family members. However, the situation is likely to improve after April 7th, when Mercury turns direct, facilitating clearer communication. Mars's influence on the 4th house during the initial days of April may highlight unresolved issues but also pave the way for property-related gains. The Sun's transit into Aries mid-month will enhance familial reputation and harmony, fostering mutual respect and pride. The bond with siblings is likely to strengthen, marked by cooperation and shared endeavors. For students, the month poses challenges, with Saturn's and Mars's transits demanding focus and perseverance. Health-related issues may further impede academic performance, but consistent efforts and a disciplined approach can help overcome obstacles. The influence of Jupiter on the 9th house indicates that educational aspirations can still be met, provided students remain determined and seek support from mentors. On the financial front, the influence of Mars and Jupiter suggests a gradual improvement in income. Mars's aspect on the 11th house during the latter half of the month creates opportunities for financial gains, while Jupiter's continued aspect on the 7th, 9th, and 11th houses strengthens the likelihood of lucrative ventures. The Sun's exaltation in the 2nd house after April 14th enhances the potential for wealth accumulation through legal or professional avenues. Business people may witness unexpected monetary gains, especially when Venus, the Lord of the 8th house, and Mercury combine forces. Overall, April 2025 is a month of significant learning and transformation for Pisces natives. While the planetary alignments bring challenges in health, relationships, and finances, they also present opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The influence of Jupiter acts as a protective force, guiding you through uncertainties and ensuring eventual success. Embracing discipline, patience, and a proactive approach will help you navigate the ups and downs with grace and resilience. As we conclude this episode, please remember that these insights are based on Sidereal or Vedic Astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference from the tropical zodiac. Individual predictions may vary, as every birth chart is unique. The influence of Dasha periods and natal planetary placements can shape transits differently, both positively and negatively. It's essential to consider your own birth chart when applying these general predictions to your personal circumstances. If you'd like personalized predictions or have questions about your astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful astrology content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to sharing more astrological wisdom with you in the future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.